What in the words the rivalry with Philadelphia leading into this outdoor game?
Well, yeah, I think it's always going to be there. It's been there long before we played for the team here, and it'll be there when we're gone. So I think it's just something that's been around for a while, and the fact that we're able to play each other in New York, I'm sure we'll add to it. But that usually brings out the best in both teams.
Do you expect any more intensity with them, especially in an outdoor setting on the national stage?
I expect both teams to be at their best. I mean, there's no doubt the intensity is a little higher when it's a big stage like that. And, everybody wants to, each team wants to win that game. So I think, maybe it'll be a little bit higher than a typical regular season game. But I like to think that, any matchup between the two teams is usually, usually both teams are pretty motivated.
Sid, is the same vibe and novelty there for an outdoor game that there was a few years ago?
Well, it's a little different. I mean, there's a lot more kind of build up leading up to the game itself. The TV show they had leading up to it. And, this year's unique with 100th anniversary, 50 years for our team, and doing a lot of different things there. But I think early on there was just a little bit more build up, whereas now you see a few more games have already happened and things like that. So I think we're excited to be part of it and to be in the game and to have it here at home, but it's probably not as much of a build-up as maybe we've seen in the past with the show and stuff around it.
So how much you watching the weather forecast? Are you concerned about weather for Saturday?
I'm not watching it too much now. I mean, it can change, and there's a lot of different things that'll go into kind of making a decision, but it looks like it's going to be pretty warm here in the next couple of days. So we'll see what happens. I think that with the game being at night, that should help. But kind of the final call will be the guys making the ice and what they think is going to suitable to play on. So hopefully it holds up and there's no delays. But we've been through it before, so I think you just kind of have an open mind as far as scheduling and things like that, and make sure you're ready for whatever happens.
Sid, you've had one of the most memorable games in the Winter Classic with the first one, and probably more forgettable moments with the second one. How do you feel personally just about skating at Heinz Field again, playing at Heinz Field again, given what have happened to your two experiences in the Winter Classic and the first Stadium Series type game?
I mean, I'm looking for a bit better outcome than last time. I think it'll be nice just to get out there and playing outside is something that's special, no matter where it is, and to be here at home again and hopefully have a better memory of playing outside here at home. So that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. But I think that we're pretty lucky. There's a lot of teams that would love to have the opportunity to play as many outdoor games as we have, and be able to host a couple of them is even better.
So is there anything that changes from an on-ice perspective when you're playing outside versus inside?
No, I mean, it's a little weird. I mean, the rink feels a little smaller because you're in the middle of a football field. So I think you're, kind of just that feeling of being out there on the ice. It's just it's a little different that way. You just have to make sure, as far as the ice is concerned, you're not trying to do too much. Most times, it can get a little chippy out there and soft depending on what happens. So you try not to overhandle it too much. I think that's probably the biggest thing. But for the most part, you just try to enjoy it as much as you can and have fun being outside.
So do you expect Heinz to be the type of guy that can fit in pretty quickly?